Working their way downtown, walking fast, faces past and I'm homebound.
I had never watched any videos before about masturbation.
The Morning Stream. I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to TMS. It's the morning stream for Thursday, July 31st, 2025. I'm Scott Johnson, and Brian Ibbott has returned.
Yes, back.
Welcome
I'm back.
My favorite part of you coming back was, no one got to hear this because it was a pre-show meeting, but your niece pushed some buttons while you were gone. And
that's right.
We had to fiddle with it.
I mean, it might have just been Brave, because I had to reset a couple things in Brave, but who knows? She feels like, she seems like the type that, she is the type that wouldn't want to mess with stuff. Like, if she comes over to the house and she likes to sit. I was telling Scott that my niece just loves to sit in the chair here in front of all the screens, even if she doesn't do anything, even if she isn't online or playing a game or whatever. She just likes sitting here with all of the screens around. She's 14, 13.
Yeah.
And
get into the control panel.
I don't think she would push any buttons just because she knows that that affects how things operate here. So I'm guessing it was really just a Brave issue.
She sees you as a Captain Kirk of sorts, and she wants to fiddle with the panel.
That's right. Yes.
That's great. Well, Brian,
she tests me.
The good news is that you're back, and that means you probably got shit to say about this trip. You were in the nation's capital. Tell us all about it, man.
You know what? It was a good trip. Let's get the heat out of the way. It was hot. It was 95 degrees, and Washington, D.C. has 80 to 90% humidity, so it was you felt it when you were outside. Yeah, it was basically, we knew what was happening going in, and so it was like, all right, pack nothing but black t-shirts because you don't want to pack something light colored where you're going to be pitting out.
Nope.
T-shirts. I have it's upstairs right now, but I have this great neck cooling fan thing that USB charges, and it'll go the whole day on a single charge, but it hangs around your neck and it has a fan that shoots straight up along your neck and the side of your head.
Oh, nice.
And oh my God, it is a game changer. It drops things by about 10 degrees around your head.
That's the best place to do it, because that's where you're most annoyed with the heat, is your head.
It is, exactly. Yes.
Alicia has one of those, but I don't think it lasts all day. That sounds like you got a better battery.
Tina bought one. Yeah, Tina bought one at the. We went to a place called the Spy Museum. That place, I'll talk about museums and places we went in a minute here, but she bought one there, and hers only lasted half the day, so she's basically only turning it on when she knows she needs it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I've got mine going the whole time. We're sitting there on the subway.
How big is it? Does it make you look like you got a neck issue or anything like that?
No, it looks like it looks like a small set of headphones. Not like your AirShocks or something, but smaller than Beats headphones. Size kind of thing. It just goes around your neck.
I don't know. You have to send me that brand. I want to check that out.
Yeah, I will. It's great. It's really, really cool.
Nice.
So the big important part of the trip was seeing my dad get his Coolidge medal for his his continuing years of service. He may be retired, but he's far from done working because he's doing as much consulting. He's doing as many hours consulting a week as he was doing working a week. But it was cool going to this event, which was like an awards ceremony. They were announcing the new fellows, the new fellows for the American Association of Physicists in Medicine, and then they closed out with this award given to him.
Is Coolidge the present Coolidge or a different Coolidge?
No, a different Coolidge. This is a Coolidge that invented some sort of glass tube system that is used predominantly in dosimetry and radiation physics and things like that.
So weird.
They explained it, and I was busy holding the camera steady because I wanted to get a video of the whole. They did a whole "this is your life" kind of introduction for him.
His
friend his friend Tony did. Tony's the one who nominated or has nominated him for a couple of years on this.
That's great.
And my dad is the most humble person ever. He doesn't want to sit there and brag about himself or anything like that. And so getting to hear all these accomplishments, things he's never told me about, getting this award here in Scotland, getting this award over here from this Edison group, and basically all these things that are coming up on screen. And looking over at Tina saying, what the hell? Like, why do we have to come here to find out, all the things my dad has achieved? But
he invented the light bulb and never told Brian. What the hell?
Exactly. Yes, exactly. So, anyway, no, this is the Ibbott dad. This is my biological dad, Claire.
Yeah.
Responding to Claire in the chat room for those of you listening on the show. But and then after the thing, it was great watching him kind of be the rock star with everybody coming to him and tell him how he's been inspiration to him. He's had several people there that he's mentored. And so they act like they're my siblings. They're like, oh, I'm kind of your unofficial sibling because he's my mentor. And like, oh, cool. Well, awesome. Let me stay in your place in New Zealand when I come to visit. But what
I love is that you think Brian Ibbott is tall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No,
your dad is really tall.
He's
man.
really tall. Yeah.
What is he? 6'5", 6'4"?
Probably 6'5", because I'm 6'2", 6'3", somewhere.
Yeah.
So he's a couple inches taller than me at least.
Yeah.
So
I saw a picture of you guys. Awesome pictures, by the way. But I see these pictures and I'm just like, he would dunk on his son if they were playing basketball right now.
He easily would. Yeah. Exactly. So
wild.
Got to hang out with him, have a couple really nice, incredible dinners. Oh my God. Went to Clyde's of Georgetown and had the most amazing scallop and shrimp ravioli that I've ever had. The sauce was made like it was a lobster. It was like lobster bisque sauce kind of thing. It was so good.
That sounds amazing. It also sounds super fancy.
It's super fancy. And it's rare that I'll be out on vacation, and even though we have a fridge in the room, it's like, you know what? I will take those home. I'll take those leftovers home. And in a rare instance, I ate those leftovers. Like cold out of the tin with plastic fork and knife from the Starbucks or something, and it was just fine.
It was that good, eh?
Just fine. Yes, exactly.
Somehow I've heard of that name, the restaurant name, and I don't know in what
Clyde's,
context. Yeah.
Clyde's of Georgetown, yeah.
Oh, I know. There's episodes of West Wing, they talk about it. They go there.
Oh, yeah.
That's
probably.
what it is. Yeah, it must be some kind. Well, Paul in the chat says Clyde's is an institution. So
that's right.
Love a place like that.
And I even got it wrong. At Clyde's, I had catfish. At Filomena's, I had the Filomena's, the Italian place, but we did Clyde's the first night and then Filomena's the second night. Filomena's is the Italian place that I had the ravioli. But so the whole rest of the time, basically we hopped from museum to museum. Smithsonian is incredible, literally institution out there.
Yeah.
And John Smithson, the guy who founded it, said, I want my museums to be free forever, and no one will ever have to pay to go in them. And so every one of the Smithsonian museums, absolutely free. You go to the National Air and Space Museum, you go in the zoo, totally free.
Never bothered to look it up, but I didn't know there was a dude named Smith who founded the museums.
Smithson, actually.
Oh,
yes.
Smithson. So Smithsonian. I had no idea. Freaking.
Yeah.
I mean, I never bothered to look it up. I just always thought it was a fancy name, and it was there forever, and no one ever questioned it.
Right. We didn't know what that meant. Yeah, same here. We actually saw the statue. I didn't know it until the last day. We did this thing called the Dusk bike tour.
Okay.
And this is where we got bikes. 15 of us in our group, and we rode around DC and then around the tidal basin. And the tidal basin is kind of where you've got your Washington Monument and the Jefferson Memorial and the Lincoln Memorial and an incredible view of the Capitol. Basically, you kind of see that plus symbol that's kind of made by the Washington Monument in the center, the White House north of that, the Lincoln Memorial south, and then Lincoln Memorial west, and then the
That one's my favorite.
Capitol building east. Yeah, that's the Washington Monument right there.
Love that. Such a great shot.
Our tour guide, our bike guy, lay on the ground at the Washington Monument and took that photo of us.
Oh, nice.
It's like, that's dedication. That's like...
Should have put your foot up Godzilla style, like you're going to step on him.
And you can actually see Tina's and my little neck fan things.
Oh, let's zoom in.
She's wearing her white one, and I'm wearing my green one.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so this one Tina has is exactly the one Alicia has, and that must be the low battery one. Yours is way less... it's less white, so it stands out less, but
yeah, exactly.
I want what you got. That sounds great.
It's so good. Now, the memorials and the monuments, absolutely incredible, and especially when it's starting to get dusk and they start coming on. The one for the Korean War, I think, is my favorite because it is like you feel the weight and the gravity of that war from the memorial. So it's got 19 statues.
I think I found it.
See if you want to pull it up.
There it is right there.
That's it right there.
Yeah. That's
so you got 19
cool.
statues and they're coming out of that forest back there that you see off in the distance, and they're approaching, with their gear and everything. And no matter where you are standing around that, the way it was designed really brilliantly is, no matter where you're standing around that memorial, there is always a soldier looking at you.
Oh, wow. Wild.
Like basically there's a face pointed towards you no matter where you're standing around this thing.
What are the placard things on the ground? Are those names or something? Or
no,
what?
Those are, there's actually, on those, I don't think there's any names on those. I think the names are all on that back wall where they reflect. So there's 19 statues. And when you reflect those, that means there's 38 that you can see. And the fight was over the 38th parallel. The war started in 1938, I think. Or am I getting that wrong? 1938. There was a whole bunch of 38s involved.
Gotcha.
36,000 Americans died, but that's not a 38.
Right.
But just the way, they're all kind of looking around, and I don't know, that one was just so.
Yeah,
so cool.
that's all. I didn't even know this. You never hear about this one. This one's really interesting.
No, you hear about the Jefferson Memorial, very famous with that that dome, and the Lincoln Memorial, of course, and the Washington Monument. But that one was really cool.
Really
the Civil
cool.
War. I'm sorry, the Vietnam War Memorial, which is like a big scar in the earth.
Right.
Is the way it was designed. It's like, I did not realize that. So we get to the World War II Memorial, and basically, our writer, our guide is in front, and then the 15 of us are basically just supposed to be following directly behind him.
Yeah.
And in single file. And it's starting to be dusk. It's starting to get a little dark as we get to the World War II Memorial. And for the only time during the ride, I'm the one right behind him. Usually I'm like in the back 2/3, hanging back. Tina's back there. We're kind of just, we're obviously we're going the same speed as everybody else, but it just kind of feels like we can kind of take it easy because we see the way people are having to navigate up front. But for the ride to the World War II Museum or Memorial, I was right behind him. And we're going down the path, and he's like, I'm going to turn here. And he makes a sharp right turn and ducks down this, like between a couple little fence posts. Yeah. And I follow, and he says, all right, we're going to turn left right here. And this is all in the space of about, 20 feet. He's doing all this. And he swerves to avoid like this dirt trail, or this like place where the dirt has really been tramped down. And I go over it. Well, as I go over it, my front wheel catches in the rut.
Oh shit.
And stops. Like, it is not going any further forward, my front wheel on my bike. And so the rest of me and the bike kind of go over, like crumble on the ground as I go, oh shit.
Oh no.
And these were not giant, but they were big rat holes in the ground, like over there by the World War II Memorial. These rat holes,
actual rat
holes. Yes.
Damn.
Yes. I know,
Okay.
like the thing you go down a rat hole, but these are rat holes.
Sure.
I'm like, they look like prairie dog holes because they're that big, like that.
Yeah.
they're decent size.
I didn't know rats did that. I didn't know they burrowed. I had no idea.
Apparently Washington D.C. rats apparently burrowed. Who knew? So I'm totally fine. Like, we're only going like less than 5 or right around 5 miles an hour. And so it was really quick.
Yeah.
But,
oh man.
but still everyone's like, oh my God, are you okay? I'm like, oh, I'm totally fine. I'm like, not even, the worst thing was that my thumb hurt a little bit,
Oh.
but it's about it.
Yeah.
And only for like, a minute.
Yeah.
But, and Tina's in the back and she's like, oh my God, somebody fell down. And then she realizes it's her husband. So if somebody's going to fall down on this, if somebody's going to crash on this ride, of course it's going to be me.
That's funny. You were the only one, I guess. Nobody else.
Nobody else fell down the entire ride. And man, this guy tried. Like, it's getting to be about, like, dark. This was one of our last or next to last stops was the World War II. And then we went up towards the White House.
Mm-hmm.
And the sidewalks, a lot of the paths and things have these posts to keep motorcycles and things from going on them. You see them at your own parks, like
Sure.
they've got those poles and stuff.
Sure.
And when it's dusk or even dark, and you're going at this point 10 to 15 miles an hour, those poles feel ever so close, much more close together than they do during the daylight, because you're trying to guide your bike through them, and you don't want to hit them, obviously. And it's like, oh my God. The last thing you want is your handlebar to catch on one of them and spin you around.
And
But,
Dusk has a way of really messing with your vision. It's not
yeah, it really does.
really weird how that works.
But
That's why they say most
super
accidents most car accidents happen during dusk, because it's like the in between. No one's lights are on.
Sure.
There's time to do it, and people.
yeah, and your eyesight, your eyes are kind of adjusting to that difference in light and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
The there was every one of the Smithsonian museums were incredible. The zoo is great. We saw the giant pandas that China gave us. We saw we watched a red panda eat, and we went early. Like, basically we got there when the place opened, and we kind of had the place to ourselves for a while. Which it's like, this is when it was 70 something degrees. It was great, like perfect temperature.
That's wild.
And got there early, walked around. We watched an elephant. So they have an elephant in the they have like 4 or 5 elephants there. But they have what's called the Elephant Community Center. We're like, oh, it's, this is their condition. Let's go in here for a little bit. And we watched, and I have video of this, and I'll need to, I'll share it somewhere. But they had 2 people, one with a hose and then one with a clicker and a bunch of food. And this elephant knew exactly what to do every time that clicker clicked. It came up, they hosed down the elephant's side, then clicked again, and the whole time she's getting food, and she's like, you can tell she has this great bond with this trainer. It's not like a fear thing, because her trunk, she's kind of resting on the shoulder of the trainer at times, and then getting food, and then eating, and then putting her trunk resting on the trainer. But she turned to the side and then click, and then she turned to face forward and put one of her legs on the top of the fence so that her paw, the bottom of her paw or foot, can get washed.
Yeah, what is that?
And
A foot? A paw? What is that?
Yeah, I don't know. What do you call an elephant's leg? It's foot, I guess.
It's like an ottoman without
It's hard to think of it as a paw, right? You think of like dogs and cats having paws, but
Yeah, it's just so freaking big. It's probably got its own name, but yeah.
hoof. And then click, and then it puts that one down, puts the other one up, and then click, puts that one down, turns around, puts its back feet up one at a time on the thing. Like, this unwieldy mammoth beast is like raising a foot and gingerly placing it on top of the fence.
They're smart. Turns out
They're really smart.
Yeah, they remember everything. Like, they're going to get rewarded if they play nice.
If they just play along. But
That's great.
Super, super cool.
Also, I noticed that you took over the White House while you were there, because
did,
a certain
yes.
orange squat goblin was out of town. He was in Scotland.
Exactly. While he's in Scotland, I'm going to take over the place.
Yeah, for those at home,
that's
Brian's got this great picture of him sitting behind what looks like the Oval Office, but this is a
Resolute
replica
desk.
or something?
It's a replica.
Okay.
There's this place called the People's House. Now, if you go on the White House tour, it is super Trumpy. Everything is Trumpy, Trump, right? And the gift shop is all MAGA stuff.
Yeah.
If you go to the People's House tour, it's also free, and it's all about the history of the White House. It devotes equal time to all presidents. You get an incredible recreation of the Oval Office. I'll send you another photo.
Okay.
This one kind of bummed me out because I was like, we took that picture, had the place to ourselves, that room for a little while, and then took that picture behind the desk. And then everybody else started going back behind the desk. And then while they were doing that, I'm like, oh, I want to get a picture, because they had the yellow chairs that he always sits in when he yells at Zelensky for, not dressing nicer when it comes to the always.
With all that stupid
And
gold shit behind him. Yeah.
I'm lining up to take a picture of it, and this woman sees that I'm taking a picture and then just plops her butt down in the yellow chairs as I'm taking a picture.
Look at this. I love it. She's just like, you know what? I don't know who this guy is, but I'm going to photobomb him. That's great.
I'm just going to take a picture. It's like, okay, great.
Okay, so they keep kind of whatever the neutral style of the place is. This place keeps that in perpetuity. I like that.
Does not have the garbagey Trump kind of gold everything look. That,
how dirty this chair is, though. Gosh,
oh yeah, I mean, that thing sees about 1,000 butts a day, if not more.
Gross.
Yeah,
that's cool though.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
and then
glad they have that. Is that an actual working fireplace behind them, like in the real one or this one? Is it actually doing stuff? Do you know?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a really good question.
Just curious. If they ever fire that up and go, all right, it's time for us to meet with a world person. Here's that lady again. Just looking.
I texted you another one because I don't have it in my photo library yet, but they have another place where you can.
All right, hold on. I wish so. If you're audio only, you're missing out on this one. This is, well, it'll be obvious to those in the chat, but this is Brian recreating a very important scene in our history that happened some years ago during the 45th administration, which now is the 47th. But anyway, where Trump looks into the sun. Is this this is enclosed inside though, right? This is not an outside thing. This is actually
in front of a green screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you can you stand in front of this green screen and you can choose where you want to be, either at the press conference desk or the podium, or on the South
funny.
Portico, and
it's freaking funny. To Brian's credit, he squinted more than the squat goblin did. So
yeah,
nice job.
Yeah, totally did.
That's great.
Anyway, that, and then finally the Spy Museum.
I've heard really cool stuff about that place.
It is so well done. Oh, we did the Holocaust Museum, by the way. That was like day one. We got that one knocked out, and that is a heavy afternoon going to that 3 hours. Powerful as hell.
Can imagine.
Yeah. But then Spy Museum we did, and it's similar. It's funny. It's kind of a similar thing. You take the elevator to the 5th floor, and then you work your way around and start descending. And it is super interactive. You are given a badge and you have a mission to complete, and learning about spy stuff as you go through. They currently have a Bond exhibit. You pay a little bit extra, but you get to see all these vehicles from James Bond films.
Oh, look at I'm looking at a photo here. Showing the chat. That is so rad. Are they actual? I guess they're probably actual.
They're the
cars.
They're the actual cars. Yeah.
Wow,
and
that's cool.
Like here's I get to be on one of the. I get to sit on one of the snowmobiles. I'm putting in our Discord. By the way,
take a look at that one.
There's the motorboat from Live and Let Die.
Look at this. Some masked guys chasing you down the hill. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Love it. Look on your face. Oh, man.
It's like, what am I going to do? Totally pretend I'm hammering through this thing.
Oh, this is the actual boat from that scene?
The actual boat from that scene.
Shut
yeah.
up, dude. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool, dude.
Yeah. It's awesome. And the
Didn't know that they did fictional spy stuff there too, along with
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
because they have some other stuff,
Because
isn't
Ian
there?
Fleming-
Like old school.
They have like the old
espionage
school,
stuff.
like the button cameras, the like brassiere microphones that spy women would have to wear and things like that. It was
spy women.
spy women.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
it
those who
was-
are wondering how tall Brian's dad is, I found.
Oh, yeah, there you go. You got the photo.
He
Yeah.
is a tall man. Seriously, he's dunking on all of us. That's how that's
He
going.
is. He totally is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, congrats to
Let's
him.
see.
Is that his little? Is that metal? The thing
That's
he's
the
wearing?
medal. That's the Coolidge Award. Yeah, and it's real gold.
Oh
Yeah.
no way! That's awesome.
Yeah.
You should grab it in the photo and chew it like they do. Like they always.
They only
check.
give one of those out a year, and some years they don't give any. But this year they give it to him.
Wow, that's awesome. Congrats to him, and I'm really glad you had a good time out there.
Yeah, it was really good. Went to the archives, saw the Constitution, Declaration of Independence. Oh yeah, the person there has heard it all. So she said, yes, you can go up there and see the Declaration of Independence. Yes, there's writing on the back. No, it's not a map.
That movie, it must annoy them.
I think so. I wonder if they even let Nicolas Cage in there.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just. My name's Larry. I'm not Nicolas Cage. Oh shit! Don't take me out.
Come on, let me come in there, please. Come on.
Come on. I want to just see the Declaration of Independence.
Oh, here's the video of the. Let's see. You want to see the elephant? Let's see how quickly this moves over to.
I like elephants.
Yeah, this is.
You can do either one. I can pull from.
See if it comes over from Discord. How quickly?
Oh, there it is.
Transfers over. Oh, but did it come over as a video or did it come over as just an image?
Just an image.
Yeah. Can't do it.
But he's holding up his little foot for his work
holding
there.
up his little foot for getting washed.
Yeah. I like an elephant.
I do too.
I'm a fan. They're
then,
so weird. They're so weird. I love the stuff that evolved
know,
and survived.
Exactly. Like, hey, let's have a big weird animal with a big weird nose.
Oh, I
sticking
found
out the
a
front of it.
photo with his Brian and his coolers there on the side
There
of
you
his
go.
neck.
That's, yeah, you can see it right there. That's the neck cooler. Right
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
right
It's
there.
definitely not
And
a.
me. That's what I looked like when I was in the sun for too long.
Yeah, definitely not a Mass Effect image that I pulled randomly out of nowhere. Here we go. Look at this little meerkat. Look at him.
Yeah.
Pumbaa. Nope.
Nope.
Patiki.
Timon.
Couldn't not resist to mention that.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's awesome, dude. It seems like
Yeah,
a great
it's a
time
great
was
time.
had, and glad you guys got to do it. That seems like a cool
right.
trip. My wife has done this exact trip.
Has she?
She did it with a bunch of kids. It was like part of some school
That's
thing.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were way into it. This was back when Nick was pretty young, and the place was a little less orange, but whatever.
That's the that is the only bummer part of this. Like if it would have been during the administration of a president that we actually liked, it would have been a far better experience.
Or even
But,
one that we don't even have to like him, people. Just someone who isn't
Exactly.
a wrecking
Exactly.
ball taking a
That's
shit on
not-
everything. That's all.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, I would totally. You know what? During a Bush presidency, totally wouldn't have
No problem.
an issue. But
Yep. Either
so
Bush,
it is-
Bush Senior, Bush Junior, don't care. I'd have gone in there for. I'd be there for blowjob Clinton. I'd be there for. Who is Reagan? I'd go see any. I don't care.
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
care.
Doesn't matter
Yeah.
except for this one.
Yeah, I'm a bipartisan Trump hater. All right.
Yeah, exactly. I hate Trump from both sides of the
Yeah,
aisle.
both sides of the aisle are covered in Cheeto dust. All right,
Anyway,
that's awesome. Congrats on the trip. That sounds like a blast.
Yeah, it was a great time. Glad to be back, and thank you for indulging me on all that.
Well, heck yeah. And then another, just a quick thanks out to Bobby for covering. We appreciated
Yes.
that. Had a fun
You
couple
did a
of
great
days.
job. I didn't. I haven't finished Tuesday's episode, but because I started watching Superman 3 on the plane.
Oh, look at you getting
Started
film
and
sack
finished.
done. Look at that.
Yes. Well, I got limited time. I got to make sure I get things done when I need to get them done.
When
so.
so Wayne, did you have to rent that on the plane? How'd you get? Was it
No,
just
I
on there?
downloaded it to my iPad from HBO Max.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be watching that tonight, I believe.
Yes, enjoy the hell out of that.
It's probably as shitty as I think it is.
It is probably shittier
Yeah.
than you remember.
All right, let's do some news. We got time. We got time
do we
for
want to
that.
do this Blackstone thing? Or
Oh, yeah, I
save that for
forgot.
end of
Sorry, I
show?
just totally missed it. All right, 2 quick things.
Yeah.
I mentioned it yesterday. I'll mention it again. The Nerdtacular 2026 survey is up. For those who maybe missed the show yesterday or are here live today and weren't yesterday, if you go to frogpants.com/nerdtacular, there is a survey there. It's the very first thing you'll see. This is really just a way to kind of gauge people, times of year, what they want to see. This can be returning people who've been there at one of the 10 years we ran it, or if it's brand new, if you've never been before. Just want to get all your feedback. There's a bunch of great pictures. Look at this picture of me and Brian talking in 2015.
Look at that. Jeez.
Look at these children.
Couple of youngsters right there.
Right. Is Nick still very young? Carter didn't shave her head yet. Veronica. I mean, look at some of these people.
Making a goofy face.
Yeah, look at Metzen showing up. Look at Metzen and Joey Image having a cigar. What's that about?
Kidding. That's cool.
Anyway, if you want to go relive some of these memories, a lot of those photos are up, and you can also fill out this survey. It's going to help me a lot, just determine a bunch of things. We are still very early. Dates are not set.
Yeah.
All kinds of things aren't set, but anyway, fill it out. frogpants.com/nerdtacular. And then quickly this email from Douglas Turley, who wrote in and said, it's about Blackstones, the thing you cook your bacon on, you know? The Blackstone.
I love it. I love it.
Huge fan.
Bacon, fried rice.
So good.
We've been doing everything. We use it 2 or 3 times a week now. It's like we just figure out new things to cook on there and old things that we like to cook on there. Like
Yeah, it's great.
Smash burgers, great. Can't go wrong with a smash burger.
Make it your main method of cooking stuff.
Exactly.
I like it. Let's see. I don't have a Blackstone or a grill since I live in an apartment, but I switched to cast iron and carbon steel for most of my cooking. Blackstones are basically just large carbon steel surfaces anyway. Modern dish soaps don't contain lye and won't harm seasoning. Some grill cleaners might, but they're unnecessary for carbon steel. I don't know what we have up there that they're always yelling at me about if I wash
Cast
it.
iron pan.
Yeah.
You just don't want to have standing water is the problem.
Oh, is that the deal? You just don't let it soak.
That's what exactly. Don't soak your cast iron pan
Maybe that's why I got in
because
trouble.
that'll rust that's where the rust comes in.
Got it. He says, I just scrape off the stuck bits, use regular soap and a chainmail scrubber.
Chainmail.
Yeah,
Okay.
isn't that cool?
Interesting.
Never heard of
Yeah.
that. I assume it's not as thick as I'm imagining. It's like a little rings, probably.
Yeah, like right. Yeah.
Not like somebody's male armor size rings.
Right.
He says, if that's needed, though, they're rare. That is rare thanks to good seasoning. I use grapeseed oil for its high smoke point and low cost, but vegetable oil works fine too. Cast iron and carbon steel don't need babying. They just keep standing water off them to prevent rust.
There you go.
Thanks, Douglas. And that confirmed a lot of what we knew, but also I always forget that it's not the soap.
Yeah.
And since no one's using lye anymore, it's really not an issue, which I tried to explain to my wife, and I think what she did
She
is...
said it's a lie.
Yeah. She goes, that's a lie. It spelled
Those
it
are
wrong.
lies.
And then she said, don't let it sit in water. So she also confirmed the whole point, which is last time I did this and screwed up the pot, it wasn't that I scrubbed it with anything. It's that I let it sit there and soak.
Yeah.
Like a dipshit.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't do it very long, so it got cleaned and everything was fine. I didn't ruin it,
Good.
but man, was I in trouble for a couple of days. I was still, limping a little bit from that lashing that I received.
As well you should be.
Yeah, I got in big trouble for that. All right, you guys, time for us to do a little bit of news. Do stay tuned, of course, because my sister will be here after the break today.
Woo.
That'll be great. We're continuing down the path of happiness science.
Excellent. I
Yeah.
love it.
We're also going to ask her about Bugs Bunny and drag.
Cool.
Don't let us forget, everybody. Brian, too. All right, here we go. Let's do some news. Here we go. It's time for the news brought to you by...
Brought to you by Daily Music Headlines. Big thanks to Eileen Rivera. She covered for me for the last several days. Instead of just taking her usual Thursday, she took her regular Thursday today. Back to doing DMH tomorrow and getting back on schedule, as well as Guess the Connection tomorrow. No Coverville today, just... it's really going to be a day where I catch up on freelance and kind of just get back into the swing of things here behind the command center set of screens.
That's right.
So,
yeah, got to settle back into your norms,
Exactly.
Got to wear that neck cooler while you do it, though.
Just ease back in with still need to be cooled down from things. Yeah.
I'm totally getting one of those. Could have used it yesterday. It was 102 here.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went and got hot pot, which is a thing you shouldn't do when you're really hot.
Oh, no, I know. But you know what? It's weird. When it's hot out, I kind of crave pho and ramen and things like that. And when it's cold out, I want frozen yogurt.
I don't get why I do that either.
Yeah.
Don't understand it.
It's weird. It's really weird.
Yeah. And I way overdid it. Here's this thing. They have this policy at this place that we got hot pot last night that is if you leave a bunch of meat that you didn't eat, they're going to charge you for it because they don't want to waste it.
Right, exactly, yes.
So kind of common, I guess, for them to do this. But I didn't know that, so I got paranoid. So I had some beef tongue and some like chicken left.
Uh-huh.
And I was like,
Shove it in your pockets.
I'm full, but I'm just going to go ahead and, and I'm at the dregs of this thing, which is already pretty gross. It's like thick and muddy now because you've been doing it all night. So I'm like cooking up the last bits and I'm eating some of that. And then I thought, you know what I could do? I'll just hide what's left of this chicken in that pot, which is only about this thick, but it'll all be at the bottom. Lady, you'll never know.
By the time they get to dumping it out, say, "Hey, here's all the meat." Hey. You'll be long gone.
Yeah, they can't charge me in retrospect. So, but it turns out they don't. They only worry when it's like a big tray of stuff you didn't touch.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They don't care if there's like remnants. I don't know why I got paranoid, but I shouldn't have eaten that much.
Easy, you know what? Easy to get paranoid about that because it's you don't know how they're gonna deal with all that.
I don't want to pay triple.
No.
Yeah, KT Data says you can get more broth. I know, but the lady was slow to come around and we had to go, so I didn't get any more. It's the same place that we went, KT Data's last time. I got craving it again, and that's now 2 trips to the hot pot within the 7-day period.
Oh, because you went for a Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
yes, right,
that's where we went that night with Kevin and them, and it was great. And then all I've been thinking about is that since, so we went again. And I'll probably do it again in a couple of weeks because I love it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so good.
Here's a story: a pizzeria mishap. Oh, we haven't had one of these.
Oh no!
I know,
all right.
a mishap at a pizzeria.
Pizzeria.
Diarrhea.
Let's see what it says here. At least 85 people found themselves intoxicated because somebody put THC infused oil in the dough.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. Wow. Pizza that makes you want to eat more pizza.
Think of that. Just eternal munchie circle.
Exactly. It's like, I don't know what is about this pizza, but I can't stop eating it. I want more of it.
Order another one. At least 85 people accidentally became intoxicated with THC, the psychoactive ingredient in cannabis, after eating pizza, garlic bread, and sandwiches from a Wisconsin restaurant.
Of course.
No offense, Wisconsin. We love you.
Yeah, we love you. But if it's going to happen, it's not going to be Colorado. It's going to be Wisconsin.
Yeah. And if it isn't them, it's Florida. That's just the way it is. Sorry. The unusual incident, which took place in October, we're just hearing about it now, was described as in a new report on July 24th. Happy Pioneer Day. People still doing fireworks on the 25th and 26th. Those
of course they are.
A-holes.
Jackanapes.
Gosh dang it. I understand you have some left over. You know what you can do? Hold them till next year.
Exactly. They keep, amazingly enough.
Big old bird right in their direction. Bastards. Anyway, in Morbidity and Mortality Weekly, what a fun read that must be. Yeah.
I have that on the toilet.
Yeah, dude. Actually, I wouldn't mind a copy just to see what's in there.
Just to see?
Yeah.
Oh my God. It'd be basically, it's like, here's a list of all your favorite movies and who's dead in them.
Yeah. It's part of the CDC. Apparently, this part didn't get cut, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
The report's authors are affiliated with Public Health Madison and Dane County, blah, blah, blah. And they warn Wisconsinites of the... is that what they call themselves?
Wisconsinites, sure.
That's a long one. Anyway, of the mass intoxication event, they call it.
Wisconians.
Yeah.
A mass intoxication event. I love it.
Yeah, I want to cause one of those. So, fill out the form for the Nerdtacular survey for your next...
Sign up for our 8 p.m. mass intoxication event.
That's right. Oh, some people are asking. I didn't make it super clear in the thing. I do have a question in there about, will you be bringing family or friends, or would that be a thing you consider? The thing about Nerdtacular, as opposed to, say, TMS Vegas, where Vegas as a whole isn't all that family friendly.
It's not family friendly, no.
This thing is, if you've got little ones, bring them. If you got teenagers, bring them. We love the kids. We have special stuff for them.
Yeah.
They always are. We love it. We love the kids, and it's very kid friendly. They don't have to go to the cash bar in the game room. Okay. Let's see. Where were we here? The famous Yeti's Pizza. That's the name of the place. This is where to watch out.
All right.
Immediately cooperated with the investigation, was determined to have unintentionally contaminated its food with THC. Live Science contacted Famous Yeti's Pizza for a comment on the new report, but they had not heard back by the time of the publication. They're still there. They're still going.
That's good. It's the famous Yeti's Pizza.
That's right. And I hope we hear from we have Wisconsin listeners. Somebody write in and tell us if you've been there. And did you walk away feeling a little funny that day?
A little happy. Yeah.
Yeah. Something going on.
Or just let us know if you've eaten at Famous Yeti's Pizza on a non-mass intoxication event.
Yeah.
Day.
Yeah. Also, man, if I was trying, I mean, they still don't know who put it in there. It's probably somebody working there. Because they'd have access to the dough and all that. But you could do this with small enough amounts that you could probably, I'm not encouraging this, but you could get away with it.
Micro dosing, basically.
Yeah, just put a few milligrams here and there. You'd probably have people not notice. They just had a real good time there. You know?
Yeah. And was it, they said it was with the oil. So was it only a certain kind? Like, I guess pizza, garlic bread, and sandwiches. So it's probably an oil that they use for everything.
Well, the place, oh yeah, good point. Like the place that Mitsula took us when we were there for Vegas, was this place that had, I hadn't seen this before, so I'm going to sound really dumb here. I don't know a lot about that world, but there were, under glass, there was this whole selection of oils and pastes, and the pastes look like, I don't even know how to describe it, like a little blobs of like Vaseline almost. And that's some kind of pure THC paste.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And then
is that supposed to be like rubbed on your skin for?
I think so, or maybe some of it was designed for
absorption or something.
Some of it was designed maybe for full-on smoking it. Claire says that's hash. I don't know. I don't know this stuff. But anyway, it looked like something you could, if you wanted to, Brian, take it and like and put it in your stuff. Make food.
Gotcha. Weird. Okay.
Edibles with it at home or something. I don't know. I still don't quite understand what it's for. But who will tell us? Mitsula will tell us. He'll let us know.
Mitsula will tell us. Yeah.
Or Vegas Sherpa will call anytime. Here's a story about a toddler biting a cobra to death.
Wait, I think you reversed that headline.
I know, right?
Something.
Should go the other way, but instead this is a toddler biting Sylvester Stallone to death. Oh, wait, not that cobra. Different cobra.
Stop or my toddler will shoot.
That's
Wait,
right.
no, that's a whole different
thing. A toddler in India bit a venomous cobra so hard that he killed it. 2-year-old Govinda Kumar was playing in his home in Bankatwa, a village in the eastern state of Bihar, when he spotted a 3-foot-long snake and he grabbed it. The cobra lunged at the child from his hand, like they do, right?
Yep.
This is natural. This is human nature.
This is what cobras do.
Cobras do. Cobra nature. And coiled itself around the tiny hands of the kid on Friday, according to his relatives. But instead of screaming, Govinda put the snake's head in his mouth, clenched his jaw, killed the damn thing.
Damn.
Yeah.
This is like I don't know. This feels like a, budding superhero origin story.
Especially because the kid survived. I mean, he actually ingested some venom.
Did he? Okay, so when he bit it, he did get some, wow.
And it claims he lost consciousness pretty quickly. They take him to the hospital. He's been discharged. He's fine now. The snake died immediately. He's dead.
Yeah.
But now Snake Boy he will rise and at night fight crime. Only at night, though. Only at night.
That's right. It's really hard to have a snake signal in the sky, too.
No.
It's just you can't tell if that's just the edge of the cloud or
What is that up there? Cumulus clouds are kind of moving weird. I don't know.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a squiggly line.
Yeah.
It's I don't know.
Are they calling me? Says Snake Boy. I don't know. Anyway, that's a fun one.
Wow, that is, jeez.
All right,
Good
now
on the kid. Well done.
Now one I feel really bad for the guy in this story, and it'll be for obvious reasons when I read it.
Okay, all right.
Jeffrey Epstein, spelled Joffrey style, G style.
Oh, Geoff. Okay.
Yeah, like yo-yo, GG,
That's how
yo-G.
my dad spells his name.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's Jeffrey with the G, yeah.
I guess I never knew your dad's first name. No,
Yep,
I think
it's Jeff.
I like that.
You
Jeff
can
Ibbott.
Can stock him online.
J Ibbott. J Ibbott, B Ibbott. You're B Ibbott, he's J Ibbott.
He's G a bit. It's Jeffrey with a G.
I mean G, sorry. Yo, yo, yo. GGG.
Yo, G.
Jeffrey Epstein is running for mayor of a major Boston suburb.
What? How is this possible? One would ask.
Courthouse, $100. Get it done.
Yeah.
Don't do this to yourself. I think about this a lot. This is why there's no Adolfs or Hitlers anymore.
Yeah.
There's no...
Adolf, not a popular name to give your child.
Yeah. Who's the guy who killed the famously was the head of the Charles Manson? I was gonna say, who's head of the Manson family?
Right.
Wasn't his name something Manson? Charles Manson. Nobody's named Charles Manson anymore. There's some Mansons. Shirley Manson, she's great.
Sure.
There's some Charles.
Marilyn Manson, except that's not his real name.
No. Also, I saw him again the other day without his makeup.
Yeah, not.
How's
he doing?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, and he's always looked weird without the makeup. It's not like new, but man, what a weird looking dude without.
Brian Warner, I think is his real name.
That sounds right. He sounds like some kid in your 6th grade math class.
Brian Warner.
Hey,
Oh, I've got shopped in, and my partner's Brian Warner.
Can you believe it? Plus, we got suspended. We're going to have to go after school with Brian Warner.
Anyway, Epstein is running for mayor of Framingham. I almost said Farmington. We have a Farmington here. It throws me. This is in Massachusetts. Is obviously a different one from the disgraced late New York financier Jeffrey Epstein, who is back in the headlines right now. Obviously, also released the damn files. You bunch of cowards.
Exactly.
Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. He shared his name, but the shared name does draw some comments from people online, pleading with him to show us the list. Poor guy.
You should post his grocery list and say, wrong Epstein, but here's my grocery list.
Yeah, no,
happy to share it with you.
Show us one of those CVS ones we talked about.
Right.
Big old long. He just on the camera going, all right, this is your eye drops, and then
here's the 4 things that I bought to get this 6-foot receipt.
Yeah, love it. Let's see. Jeffrey Epstein said that. He said it's people are always asking him for this. Take one Redditor, for example, who recently posted a photo of Epstein in the mailer under the header, "Is this guy for real?" Other commenters familiar with the former Framingham school committee member offered this. He says he's got good ideas about the city's finances, wrote one. Okay.
He just really needs to. Why wouldn't he change his name? Like, why? I mean, I understand, all right, I'm proud of the legacy that I've built, but people are not going to see this and not immediately think of the other guy.
Yeah, just change, like, what's your middle name? Is it, it could be Henry. Now you're Henry Epstein. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like, Epstein's still problematic, but, or change the last name, be Jeffrey E. or Epps.
Something. Yeah.
I don't know. Something.
Jeffrey E.
Yo, I'm Jeffrey
Jeff
E.
Epps. There you go, Jeff Epps.
I'm running for mayor, yo. No one locally cares about it at all, says Epstein, a former theoretical physics professor. Wait, the other Jeff Epstein was also a teacher.
Oh, was he?
Early on, yeah. In the 70s, I think. Moved to the U.S. from Australia. I said it that way.
Australia.
Australia. Among the abundance of differences between the two, quote, "He is a dead American, and I am an alive Australian," says Epstein.
Okay.
Sure.
Good. Yeah.
I guess focus on the positive.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see how he does. He's going to have to run and try to win.
It's, he says nobody locally cares about it. I feel like they probably say that, but it's still impossible to hear his name and not think of the other guy. But
I don't know how you do it.
But they, I'm sure they immediately say, okay, yeah, different. This is a different person. We need to remember that. But your mind immediately says, ugh.
Yeah. People got me confused with Scott Peterson, the guy that killed his wife.
Right. And he doesn't even have the same name as you.
No, it's not even close. Well, it's got the Scott, but that's it.
Yeah.
Anyway, good luck to him and his mayoral campaign. Let's take a break. When we come back, my sister Wendy will be here. She's already in the thing waiting for us, so that's great news. That'll happen here shortly. Some of you people who think you're lucky in life, stay tuned for this.
Cool.
This is for you. Brian, let's play a song, though. What do you got?
I've got a band called Snack Time. Boy, a band after my own heart. These guys are from Philadelphia. They have a brand new single called Enough with a period. Enough. This thing's got some great funk to it. I'm just going to tell you right now, it's going to be your new favorite jam. These guys are a supporting act on the Fits and the Tantrums summer tour. So if you go see Fits and the Tantrums this summer, chances are you're going to see Snack Time open for them. Here's their brand new song, Enough.
This is awesome. I'll bet it's not enough. I'll bet I want to hear more after this.
You'll want more after this one.
All right, here it is. We'll see you guys on the other side.
You must be in a hell of a hurry, huh, Sheriff? Bet your ass on that boy.
You must be in a heck of a hurry, huh, Sheriff?
Bet your hat on that boy.
The first word I entered into the YouTube search bar was masturbation.
YouTube search bar.
All right, we're back. Hey, who the heck was that?
Yeah, a band from Philadelphia called Snack Time. They've got a brand new single. It's called Enough, and you just heard it.
Nice. Well, it's time for us to hear our old pal, Wendy, who's also my sister.
Psychosomatic, that boy needs therapy. Purely psychosomatic, that boy needs therapy. Lie down on the couch.
It's too early for a fish sandwich.
I always forget I put that part at the end. Hey, be with us and welcome my sister, Wendy. Hello, Wendy. Welcome to the show.
Hi. How do I sound?
How are you? Sound good. Where are you? Are you home?
I am, yeah.
Oh, how's home? How's home doing?
Home's good.
Yeah. The home fires are burning.
Home is good.
Fire.
Yeah. Kids are good. Yeah, it's always good. How's your husband? How's Adam Dunford of the Dunford Bakery Fortune? How's he doing?
He's good.
Yeah. That's great.
I don't know why I'm not expecting any of these questions.
I don't know either.
I don't. What?
Yeah, these are all just dumb questions that
Some
I
of
like
it
to ask.
is, I'm like in therapy mode, right? And so I only talk about other people. So when people flip it and ask me, I'm like, why are you asking me? It's a very
that's weird. Yeah.
Get out of the mode.
Do you ever, that's actually an interesting question. Do you ever have a patient who will suddenly start to kind of grill you? Does that happen in therapy? Really?
They'll be like, well, how are you doing? I'm like, none of your business.
We're not here for me.
Yeah, this is my session.
I was like, I'm not paying you. You're paying me. Let's do this.
Funny.
It's just a mode. Like your brain, you just get in the mode.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, and that. So I was just like, well, everyone's fine. Why would you ask? But literally, everyone is fine.
I have a weighty question to begin things with that is not related to today's subject, but it keeps coming up, and we've said a couple of times, hey, we should ask Wendy about this, and we keep forgetting to ask.
Yeah.
But we had this really common thing come up with one of Brian's recent quizzes.
Yeah.
Which
had a question about who did you have a crush on? What cartoon character did you have a crush on growing up?
Yeah, and a lot of people said Bugs Bunny in drag. So the question is for you, what do you make of that as a professional mental health expert? What do you think that's all about there?
You know what my first thought was that people would say Jessica Rabbit.
They did.
That was Jessica Rabbit was number one, but
and then
Bugs Bunny in drag was like number 8.
Looks a lot like Jessica Rabbit.
Maybe. Oh, maybe. Yeah.
I just think it's the type, right?
You think there's a rabbit? There may be a rabbit thing, like like rabbits are inherently
voluptuous.
Voluptuous.
Oh, yes.
That's the word you're thinking.
First word I think of when I hear the term rabbit is voluptuous.
Yeah, tricks are for
kids.
Have
you heard what the sound rabbits make?
Yeah, it's great. They do like
they screech.
Oh, I'm thinking of something
or they
else.
go. Yeah, they're.
Oh, I gotta find this. Is that true? I didn't know this. They scream.
They can.
What is? Are they distressed when they scream, or what?
I don't know.
Okay, so rabbit scream sound. Here we go. We're gonna find this. We're gonna play it. Here we go. Just for funsies. Here's a scream of a rabbit. Okay, it's not. All right, here's a rabbit. He's walking. Wait, he didn't make a sound at all. That's a. All right, how about this one? That's pretty screamy.
Wow.
Yeah. They are not sex objects. Okay.
Oh, poor thing. I just want to go hold him. All right.
I know. See, maybe that's
what are you doing to that poor rabbit?
I know. Gosh. So what does it mean, though? Do you think it's any big deal?
I don't think it means anything. Okay. I think it means you're a young kid, you're watching, and maybe, I mean, people's sexuality awakens as they watch characters on TVs and movies. That happens. I knew I was heterosexual when Sean Astin gave his speech in Goonies. About it's our time down here.
Really?
No, I thought he was so cute. And let me be clear. The last the last time I thought that about anyone in a movie. I mean, I can see that people are attractive, but I am not like, I have no fandom that way at all.
Yeah.
But I remember thinking, Sean asked him with those bracelets. He's cute.
You're one of the you're one of the 3 women in existence who see Pedro Pascal and don't get all swoony about him or anything.
Not at all, but I want to be his friend bad.
Yeah.
I would love to have him in my life.
He seems like a very
I
nice
always
guy.
thought Tom Cruise was weird looking, and people thought something was wrong with me.
Yeah, that's that
but
big
am I
tooth in the
wrong?
middle. It's the tooth in the middle. He's got that big
It's
tooth.
more
You know.
common for people to not find Tom Cruise attractive. There's a lot more
Yeah,
of
but
that.
back in the day, I felt alone.
Well, there's an actress that both Brian and I like and think is attractive. She's way too young for us, but Anna de Armas is now dating Tom Cruise. She's 36. He's 62. That's a big jump there, Mr.
Yeah.
Cruise. I mean, she's beautiful and everything. Good luck to you, I guess. But
Yeah.
keep that Scientology out of the dinner conversations, okay? Anyway.
Gross. Anyway, I think people, I don't think it has, I mean, are you asking, is it like, are people actually attracted to cartoons, or is it the trans thing, or what are you,
Yeah.
I don't know.
what are you actually asking?
I don't really know. Like, is it because I think there's something to that. Like, if a boy says, "Oh yeah, when I was 12, for some reason I thought Bugs Bunny and drag was sexy, and I've never been able to shake it. Does that mean I'm one of the gays?" The kid says. The kid says.
Mildly homophobic. Yeah. No. If you think about this scale, like look at the Kinsey scale, or the sexuality thing. You're sort of, it's not all or nothing and all over the map, right?
And it doesn't
immediately
mean that you're that you're
anything, right?
Yeah,
Which actually leads really well to what we're talking about today, Scott.
Oh, really? Didn't even mean to do that. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
segue.
because it's not actually about that topic per se, but this identity thing. Because I'm going to ask, because we started talking about happiness a little bit last week, and I wanted to continue with this idea of one thing people can do to increase their happiness, but it has to do with your identity. So I would say you look around, I'm trying to tie it into the cartoon. You're deciding what your identity is based on your attraction to something, right?
Sure.
And how often identity is important for a variety of reasons. It's important psychologically for development, and it comes probably from the core of needing to know you're safe in your tribe or your culture or society. And there's just some ego consolidation that needs to occur a little bit. And so I am a person who likes these things, or I am from this country, I speak this language, like ways we differentiate and delineate people. And we do it internally a lot. So let me just ask you guys a couple basic ones, and then I'm going to get to the actual topic. But what are some identity labels that you feel really comfortable with, like you identify as, not you're told you identify as?
Sure.
You know what I mean? What are some that fit you?
Easygoing. Is this the kind of thing you're looking for?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if there's an identity officially called easygoing, but I like personality-wise, like I yes, but keep going into even more distinct categories.
Okay, so
you consider yourself a man.
And yeah, I guess you're saying they don't have to be necessarily gender-based, but it can be. I don't know. Maybe that is kind of what we're doing. I'm in the you would call me cis now. That's what you call these days. But I'm a heterosexual man. It's all I got. It's all I got.
Okay, very good, very good. You're a dad.
Dad, sure. Grandpa, husband, father. What else is there? Yeah, I mean those are.
Do you feel that like I'm from Daybreak? I'm a Daybreak resident. Like, does that?
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm from Colorado. Like, do you guys feel the vibe with that?
I get that, Brian. I'm anxious to hear what Brian says about this, but I think I do this a lot on the show, and sometimes I do it for show reasons. But I am a proud Utahn. I really like it here, and I tend to be pretty positive about the state, generally speaking. but then also tell people not to come here because our prices are too high. But yeah,
proud of Mike Lee.
so there is some of that in my identity. I think that's true.
for
Is
sure.
that true of
Yeah.
you, Brian, with Colorado?
Both a proud Coloradan and a proud Arvadan. I'm proud of what our city does, what it represents, how it treats its residents, and same with Colorado.
Okay, cool. See, that's interesting. I never really thought about
Sounds
locational identity. That's interesting. I mean, obviously there's national identity and, Claire.
Have you met a Texan? Like, what are you talking about?
Oh, I know, dude, right?
They're out of control.
Yeah.
Some of the Texans I know are less so that way. But yes, you can get pretty.
Yeah. Okay, so there's location, there's like actual characteristics about you, or like family. People can identify like I'm a Dunford and we have donuts.
Yeah.
So and the reason this leads to what I'm going to say about happiness, I think not feeling closely identified with a thing that makes you proud can be difficult for folks. So sometimes when you see like fandom for a band or a sports team or whatever it is, like it is identity grounding behavior. And we do that, and we actually do better and actually find more joy when we have that. So when someone is, identity politics is often where we're fighting about other people's identities in the end, right? Mm-hmm. And swiping at somebody at that core level is really rough, especially if they're in the minority, because it is so crucial to a sense of self and belonging and all those things.
Why do we feel so threatened? Why do the royal we? Because I'm not at all. Somebody's gay, trans, I don't care how they identify. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't make me. The only thing I get nervous about is that I'm saying something wrong, and I don't want people to be sad because I said it wrong.
Right.
But for the most part, I've never understood like the visceral reaction people have of like, ugh, you are different, therefore blah blah blah, and they got all this judgment for them, and they want to limit what they can be or do or say, and I don't understand that any more than I understand being upset because someone chose to be Batman at Comic-Con versus someone chose to be Superman at Comic-Con. It's like, I don't care. It has zero impact on what I am or who I am. So why is everyone so bugged by that stuff?
Exactly. Well, that's why do people feel threatened when it's something that doesn't even apply to them and is not, doesn't change the trajectory of their life whatsoever, but they feel like they can choose the trajectory.
Do they think it will? Exactly. Do they think it will affect them? Is that why?
I do think they think it will. I also think the unknown scary. This is where that tribalism sort of comes in, and the perception that, like if your identity is, and I won't label anyone here, but your identity is that you're persecuted.
Yeah.
And that everyone's out to get you because you can't say Merry Christmas anymore, right?
Right.
Then your perception of your group's underdoggedness or identity being threatened, that's part of the DNA. And so you're going to perceive all the things as confirming that. So we're going to talk about confirmation bias a little bit, but it's confirming this important part of what you were raised and trained to think in your group, right?
Right.
And then you just like do the actual math and see that literally nobody's persecuting you for the things you're claiming they're being persecuted for, right? So then you're reactive to that. This is war, guys. We're describing at the core is why two groups of people cannot get along. By the way, we're watching The Foundation as a family.
Oh, dude, I'm watching that. Cool. I'm catching up right now, in fact. Funny
it's
you should say
so
that.
good.
I need to watch it myself.
The wars and the differences.
First season's a little weird, but I think season 2 is so solid. It's so good.
Is it? Okay, but we're in season 1 and I love it.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I think you're going to love it no matter what. The problem is I came to it with some bias because the books, the trilogy, the original trilogy it's all based on, they had to make a bunch of differences, which is normal for adaptations. But that is such a dense source material it's almost impossible to get through. Like reading those books is really hard. And I think that season was just like emblematic. I felt like I was being too sensitive to where I saw them make concessions for story to simplify things that in the book are ridiculously complex and crazy.
Yeah, because you could never actually portray.
Yeah, I just think season 2 they just really get into a groove, and it's just really great.
Okay. Anyway, it's super fun, but it's such a great illustration of this, right? And over various planets and planetary systems and thousands of years. And anyway, it's crazy. Yeah. Anyway, but that is at the core, this identity deal, right? It's like when you ask anyone who their geographical enemy is, like almost every country has one where it's Sweden and Norway. They don't go to war, but they make fun of each other, right?
Like
and
more
the rest
playful
of us,
rival, how we all feel about Florida kind of thing.
Yeah, a little bit. Like collectively we feel that way with Florida. In Minnesota, we feel that way about Wisconsin. So I love to just talk about how great Wisconsin is just to make people mad. It's really funny. Anyway, but that's just it's a human thing. Okay, so now we're going to segue to how this makes us happy. We just illustrated how it can make you really unhappy, right? Mm-hmm. Where you are, you're so blinded to anyone else's need for identity, it feels like it is a threat to yours when it truly isn't. And I think it's because they believe everything will change on them, right? And then it just confirms that we're being persecuted. That's one particular version of that, right? But you can see this within the LGBTQ community as well. Like bisexual folks have not been treated well by anybody, right? As if like, well, you're just could do it. Everyone's attractive to you. That's not, whatever the area is, you're going to find people having identity disagreements, and it's so deep in us that it starts worse. Okay, I think I've made my point. All right, so now let's go to the happy part of this really quick. So the happy part is, let me start with this. I'm just going to ask you a question, and you're going to answer it briefly, and then we're going to talk about why this is important. Okay. So let's start with this. Do you believe you are lucky or unlucky?
I don't necessarily believe. Okay, so I don't believe in luck or fate or destiny or things like that. However, in the grand sense of things, there are elements of my life that I feel very lucky to have. I'm lucky
in the fortunate sort of way, right?
Yeah. I'm lucky to have met Tina and fallen in love with her and married her. I'm lucky to have a job where I can do the thing that I love and make money from it. I'm lucky, to be doing TMS. But I wouldn't say that happened because a flip of the coin could have easily have made it go the other way, kind of thing, if that makes sense.
So really quick, #blessed, Brian. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, but do you consider yourself lucky or not?
Oh, I'm sorry. Your original question, did I not answer your question the way you wanted me to?
Short. Yes or no? Do you think you're lucky, or would you consider yourself not?
No,
lucky?
I don't consider myself lucky. Yeah.
#blessed. We got that part. That's good. Scott, you too. #blessed. But do you feel lucky? Do you feel like you're a lucky person or an unlucky person?
I love how I just can picture Clint Eastwood asking me this. Do you feel lucky, punk?
Yeah. Do you feel lucky, punk? Did you 5 shots or 6?
I feel like no, I don't think so. Basically, everything Brian just said, I would say.
Yeah.
And so all the #blessed stuff I agree with. And then when it comes to actual luck, defining luck as it happens randomly,
it could have
and you
just as easily happened to somebody else, but you're lucky, so this happened to you.
Yeah, and it keeps happening to me, so I must be therefore lucky. Yeah. I don't think I am. No.
Okay. All right. So guess what? People who think they're lucky are just way happier.
Yeah. Are they? Is this
I can't imagine people happier than me. I'm pretty damn happy.
Yeah, you're pretty happy.
Hey, Brian even likes to gamble, and he knows the odds, and so even as a person who doesn't believe in the luck of those odds,
exactly,
you're playing the odds, and you understand the science of the odds. That's different than I'm on a roll today. Blow on the dice. It's not like that.
Exactly. No, if I know that if I win, it's because the dice rolled that way as they're going to do 1 out of every 7 times, and so I won.
Yeah,
versus
playing the averages.
I'm due. I pulled this slot machine handle for 100 times and not one, so I'm due for winning because I'm lucky.
Yeah. So maybe my definition of luck is weird. So you're saying that people that identify as lucky are happier. Oh, so explain that, because that's wild to me.
They are luckier. So let me explain. And here's the thing. Nobody's got to go walk around and wear a lucky t-shirt and pronounce themselves lucky all the time. And like their life's going to drastically improve or they won't be depressed anymore. But we have some fun information about just identifying yourself as lucky has like an impact a little bit here. Okay. So there's this experiment. It's like 15 years old, but it's still pretty great. And there was a newspaper. Everyone got the same newspaper. You break them into the lucky people who say they're lucky and consider themselves pretty lucky, and those who consider themselves unlucky. Okay, they're reading the exact same paper, and the newspaper, they're supposed to count how many photos it had in it. Okay, so on average, people who considered themselves unlucky took around 2 minutes to count the pictures, and lucky people took 2 seconds. Because they spotted, and this is wild, they spotted at the top of the message, it was on the top half of the second page, 2-inch high letters that said, "Stop counting, there are 43 photographs in this newspaper." And the lucky people just were more likely to see it, stop counting, and say,
doesn't that just make them less distracted, more perceptive?
Yeah, more attentive to.
Because by that definition, Brian's lucky because he reads instructions on his quizzes he goes to.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
I know. I hear what you're saying. You're like, hey, if everyone just read instructions, but this is on the second paper, like it's written, it's obvious. What happens is, they win the money immediately, right? 2 seconds later, they have the money, they won. But the people who consider themselves lucky were just more likely to see that there were 2 different messages in there that told you, right? One said stop counting and the photos.
Sure.
Right? Okay. Point being that your self-perception sometimes is what is determining what you're seeing in the world, right? So this is where that confirmation bias shows up, right? So it's one of the weird ways our brains work. And it is like we're going to see evidence that confirms our belief. So if you see something and it's either going to confirm you're unlucky or you're lucky, right? Or if you see that your sibling is lucky and you're not, okay, how about that? You're going to remember every time they got something and every time you missed out. So it's confirming your existing bias. Does that make sense?
Yes, so far. I think I'm with you.
Yeah, right.
So the point is just to be careful how you label yourself. Right? As I asked you guys to label yourselves, you could see you were like, oh, well, I mean, I got to think about it, right? Like, you're not like, I'm a Cubs fan. Like, it's not immediate.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you're maybe not hanging on to it by a thread and then looking for everywhere to get your Cubs fandom met necessarily.
Yeah.
So the idea being that so many people, and you talk to them, they will refer to themselves as unlucky.
Yeah.
Or bad things happen to me, or that type of thing.
Feels like a horrible way to live.
Right. Because you will literally find all the things that make you unlucky.
You'll be looking for them. Exactly. And it will just further, like you said, confirmation bias. It'll further push you into like, that happened because I'm unlucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm convinced I will never win like a raffle or when you draw a name out of a hat, a lottery. None of that will ever happen to me. I've been saying that out loud to myself my whole life. I never win. Never win those. I never win those. Guess what, guys? I probably have.
You probably
I just don't remember them. Right?
Well, they weren't very good.
Or they weren't.
So that's kind of the idea. Now, this is not like, hey, you don't need therapy and meds because you now are just walking around calling yourself lucky. But it is interesting. So I don't know if anyone in the chat could just like do a quick poll. How many people think they're lucky versus unlucky? And then I'm going to tell you how to think of yourself as luckier.
Okay.
Yeah, type lucky or not lucky in the chat, kind of like you do when we play the opening music and you type T, M, and S.
Oh,
Let's
right.
just do an official.
Sure.
Yeah.
I like this.
Somebody's going to type plucky.
We're getting some lucky, some non-lucky, some neutral.
Oh, interesting. There's a lot of luckies.
Ah.
Zoe, did you mean to say less than lucky because she did the less than sign and then lucky?
I assume so. Or her name is less than lucky or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Not lucky,
so-
plucky. Some people are plucky. So
Yeah.
Plucky's great. So, I mean, I should be clear about something. Bad luck happens everyone. Bad things happen. You know, it's how we react to them and view them is what's different, right? We all get bad stuff, but how we respond can be different, right? So this confirmation bias. So we have all these sort of cognitive biases happening all the time, and this is one that maybe you could use to your advantage, right? So if you already feel lucky, if you've written in the chat that you feel lucky, think of the most recent time you felt like you had luck, right? So we have a flat tire leaving Arches National Park, 30 minutes into the drive, and we're on a 2-lane highway with semis going 1,000,000 miles an hour, and it's 98 degrees outside, and our rental car tire number is just dropping, and we are freaking out.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm zooming on my phone to try to find where we can stop, and the next left is the Moab Airport.
Oh, man.
And we pull in, and the tire goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in the parking space.
Yeah.
You just
And
watch
we are
it descend. Yeah.
freaking out. Yeah, we're breathing heavy, and we look up, and there's an Enterprise, which is where we rented the car from,
Yeah.
at the Moab Airport. We get out in a air-conditioned bathroom with snacks, and I was like, I cannot believe how lucky we are.
Yeah.
Like, this is crazy.
That
right?
is your
And so-
reaction. I think everybody would feel a sense
Everyone would
that
think
this
they're
was
lucky.
really lucky.
Yeah. Like, so grateful and so lucky. And then hilariously, we're on the phone with Enterprise. We're talking to the person at the counter, and they're like, you have to talk to the Salt Lake Airport, blah, blah, blah. And the guy goes, we don't have a place. There is no Enterprise at the Moab Airport. We're like, we're really lucky because we're standing in it.
Yeah.
It was wild. Like, the dude did not have record it existed. And we were like, see, we're even luckier. So that is a great example of, like, it's hard not to have that confirm my bias of luck if I think I'm lucky and then that happens, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Same could have happened. We get a flat tire, pull over, someone helps us. We could have seen that as lucky. All of these things could also be seen as bad luck, right? And some of this we have this natural tendency. So those who've written lucky, think about your most recent lucky experience. It might just be confirmation bias because you already see things as fairly lucky or good. And then others, you might be confirming the bias of bad things happen to me, etc.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right, so here's how we're going to, these are just ideas of how to make yourself luckier.
Just to be clear, this really did happen to you in July when you were here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Jeez.
That's crazy.
Aren't we so lucky?
I heard you
You're
had to
so
switch
lucky.
rental cars, but I didn't know the story. That's wild.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
And then we get in the new car. 48 more things happened on that trip, like a huge tree falling down and crashing at our Airbnb.
Did it make a
And
sound?
It made so much sound. We all thought we were going to die, but no one died. So lucky, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, we're on this crazy property, and this just giant tree collapses after 100 years of life, and all of us were fine. So again, lucky, right? But if it had hit something, not so lucky. We had so many unlucky things happen that made us think we were lucky. So that's kind of it, right? Bad things are going to happen in life. Tricky things come up. How do we perceive it? Okay, so this is supposed to be a fun topic, by the way, everyone. I'm not sitting with my clients being like, let's make you luckier.
Yeah.
Sure.
I just like how it ties into, there's some fun research on it, and that ties into this idea of what if confirmation bias helped us instead of hurt us,
Yeah.
Okay, so here's some ideas of how to increase the luck in your life.
All right.
Okay, number 1. Working on being skilled at creating and noticing chance opportunities.
Okay.
So this can include like nurturing your network of friends and colleagues who can expose you to more opportunities, right? So you are noticing but you're also working towards having more of them. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you got to notice. Notice is key. So if you are saying to yourself, everyone else is blah, blah, that's the opposite of what I'm talking about.
Right. You're only
what
noticing the bad when things don't go your
what
way.
I don't have or my lack. Yeah. So starting to pay attention. And so everyone can think of right now, what is something right today that you have a chance to do or an opportunity because somebody in your life made that possible. I'm on this show because my brother started his cult however many years ago, and now you have me come on.
Yeah, his cult.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, I am so lucky to be here because you created this opportunity for me, right?
Sure.
So everyone else think about it. What is something you have noticed an opportunity or something because someone in your life made it possible for you? You can write it in the chat, or you guys could share one.
I'm trying to think. For me.
I mean, getting to interview Howard Jones because
You've already impressed the hell out of Wendy just now.
God,
she loves Howard Jones. Huge fan.
Oh yeah, because one of the guys from Backbeat set it up for me, like that kind of thing. Like,
nice.
Yeah,
because that's you
that's
networked a way into getting the thing.
Exactly, having the right contacts in place and being aware of opportunities and
but you weren't like a pushy dude just looking for that opportunity. You did the things that built the opportunity, right?
Exactly. By the way, Talia, not Tom Jones, Howard Jones.
Howard Jones. Although that would be awesome.
She just posted. Is it unusual? No, it's not unusual.
Yeah, that would be awesome though. Tom Jones interview would be cool.
Tom Jones would be great too.
Okay, yes. I got a good one. Cool. I wouldn't have known so many opportunities came out of starting the instance when I did, and then building friendships within the industry. And now I've got people scattered all over the games industry that I just talk to all the time. Sometimes in actual, meaningful interviews that did really well for us, or just friendships in places that I wouldn't have normally had. I think that's another good example of that.
Yeah. Very cool. Okay. So everyone, notice in your life the opportunities that are created because you have nurtured networks of friends and colleagues.
Sure.
And are a just nice, decent person, honestly, half the time. Okay. Is what it takes. Okay. So number 2, make lucky decisions by listening to your intuition. So let's think about that for a second. Your gut tells you something and you follow it often leads to luck, right? Or leads to something good. So it may be, I should help that person who's struggling with like their grocery bags and it's falling down and whatever.
Right.
And so you think you should, and then you talk yourself out of it and go live your day. That is not creating luck, people. That's denying your intuition, right? But going and helping that person, you're going to feel good at minimum, and they're going to feel good and feel like they're not alone in the world. At maximum, you don't know the impact that it's going to have or what will happen to you, right? But luck does not happen because you got in your car and sped away by ignoring your intuition. So think about that for a second, everybody. When was the last time you listened to your intuition, you followed your gut feeling, and a good thing happened, or a bad thing was maybe prevented? I stopped a house fire because I smelled burning wood.
Yeah,
that's less intuition though, and more.
That was nasal ability. I agree. But I could have walked out.
Nasal ability.
Yeah,
superpower.
Oh gosh,
basically purely on intuition. That's a tough one because.
I got one. Yeah. So I reached out to a listener. I don't think they listen to any of this stuff now, but somebody I knew years and years ago who was always interacting via email, just kind of back and forth. And it just the other day had this feeling, and I don't think it comes from anything supernatural, but I had this feeling of like, reach out and see if that person's doing okay. Like it's just been so long.
Yeah.
And I kind of miss that interaction, and it's been so busy I don't think about it until suddenly I'm thinking about this person, and I reached out to him, and it happened to catch him, luckily, in quotes. at a moment they kind of needed that and was a big deal for them. And it turns out they were listening and had hung around. They just weren't as active in the community. And part of the stuff they needed some help with was the reason that they weren't as involved as they used to be. And so this was like a moment of like, oh man, you don't know what it means to have you do that. And it felt really good to have been able to do that based purely on just like this weird gut feeling about a name I haven't mentioned in 6-7 years. And I just went, I should reach out and see. And this is a little bit based on something you said not long ago, Wendy, where you just, I can't remember the context, but you encouraged this kind of thing. Maybe it was last week even. And that's partly what led to the intuition. But it was like, reach out and touch people a little bit.
kind of.
You know, like let them know. Just let them know you're thinking about them, that hope they're well. How's it going? I haven't talked to you in a while. You know, stuff like that. That's where that came from, and it worked out great. I don't, I never once went, oh, I sure feel lucky for doing that today. But but in the context you're talking about, I suppose that's what this is.
It's lucky,
yeah.
Right? And the timing for him was really lucky, right? Like,
yeah, it was pretty lucky. Brian, do you have one that you've done recently? Or
Brian, you got one?
Not really, nothing like that. That's a. I don't feel like I act on intuition knowingly. There might be things that I do that I do based on intuition that I don't realize I'm doing.
Not aware of. Yeah.
Based on intuition. But yeah. I feel like I'm an intuitive person. I feel like I pick up on things, but I don't feel like
and good things happen probably due to that, or you're in a position to be helpful, or some other.
It's just not always conscious, I think. Right? Sometimes you don't know what's happening.
You don't need a lot of urging by your gut. It just
maybe I don't.
Do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boy,
he's evolved.
Like
everyone.
My gut.
Okay.
I thought we'd covered that in previous weeks.
Yeah.
Wendy.
Yeah, we know Brian's perfect. So move on. Okay, number three. Number three would create. This is maybe something no one's thought about when you hear these words, but create a self-fulfilling prophecy via positive expectations.
Yeah.
We're so good. We have a negative bias, right?
Yeah.
We have this terrible thing that could happen, and then we sometimes unconsciously create. That's the definition of the self-fulfilling prophecy, right?
Yeah. Almost always a negative connotation. Almost always with that.
Right.
You're like, you think the end times are here. Well, you're gonna go ahead and bomb yourself so that we finally wipe ourselves. Like that feels like the only context I ever think of that in.
Yeah. So apparently we can switch around and
let's do it.
Try to practice doing it with positive. Okay, and then the last one is adopt a resilient attitude that transforms bad luck into good. So kind of the idea of retelling or reframing the story. So a big piece of therapy and why it's helpful is people are on like a track in their head and they cannot they're framing something totally negative. And then a neutral outsider can go, oh, but can you see that? And they're like, what? And it's reframing the entire negative experience as maybe a really important part of your story or a step to a healthier relationship, or you name it. Like being able to reframe bad luck into good is a superpower and something you can actually practice. So often we just don't know how things will end. And so it's hard for us to trust that a good outcome's coming. It's easier for us to trust a bad outcome is coming. That is the evolutionary survival response, right? Mm-hmm. But you can actually practice this and say, what? We'll see what might come out of this. So to be careful, I'm not telling anyone to have fake Pollyanna language in their head and be like, it's fine, right? But to actually, the work of this is to override some deep-seated biology and some neural pathways you've burned into grooves, right? But it is finding like, what is the silver lining? We have words for this culturally, right? What's the silver lining? What is the way this thing that happened was great? My brain does this pretty quickly. So the airport situation with the tire, we get a new car, we get in the car, and my brain played out a billion different ways we just avoided disaster. And then I do this thing where I will look for a car accident ahead of us and think, well, we missed that because of the flat tire.
Oh, see, that's really good. I do everything up. I do everything well up to where you said, and then I do a really good job of saying, like, if I was in that car situation, I would go, oh man, when's the other shoe gonna drop? Because we dodged that bullet. Oh my gosh, I hope nothing else. Like I don't think then, oh well, the guy up in front of us, tire blew off and killed an old lady or whatever. I don't think of those things.
Yeah.
Or how much, how lucky we really were. I think more about like, this isn't sustainable. Something else is gonna fall. I do that a lot.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Right. And that's the natural negativity bias that is, part of why we struggle with anxiety, or we struggle with, the people who survived are not the ones who were all happy-go-lucky. They got killed a long time ago, right? And so you can, though, shift it. And so maybe don't be stupid about it, right? That guy offering me drugs off the street is just a friend. I don't mean be ridiculous, but you can reframe something like, listen, not winning the lottery is the best luck you could have. And I'm telling you, go read one book or one story about someone who's won the lottery. You do not want to trade them
Twilight
places.
Zone episode. Yeah.
Exactly. But do we think that way? No, we think, I have bad luck because I didn't win again. But really, man, you have been spared one more time. Quit playing the lottery. Okay. So, hopefully this is as fun as I meant it to be, but just this idea that you can tweak some things and feel just like genuinely a little better.
Yeah.
And if you're feeling really cynical about all of this, I dare you to try it.
Yeah. There you go.
I dare you.
Yeah. Dare you. And, I don't know. Today was good for me because of the definition of lucky isn't exactly what I was thinking it was, like the definition that we have from Dirty Harry is literally, do you think this is the empty hole in my gun gauge with the one that in the chamber with no bullet, or do you think it's one of the other 4 chances that there's a bullet there?
Right.
That's the kind of luck that is just happenstance, no control. It's either in there or it isn't. What you're talking about is different. And I hadn't thought of it that way before.
Yeah.
So, I know it's all words at the end of the day, but I'm gonna try to think of that more often moving forward.
It's all words.
Yeah. Well, that was a weird sound. I heard it sounded like a lightsaber suddenly went on fire. Yeah. You got a weird cable thing going there.
I clicked out of the website I was looking at. Was it that?
It could have been. I don't know. You got some thin cables. Who knows? Either way, that all went great. People integrate that into your lives and think more about being lucky and the way we defined it today. In the meantime, check out knowbetteryou.com, where you can sign up for emails and notifications about upcoming stuff, courses, all that sort of thing. Anything in there you want to mention, Wendy?
Yeah, it's. I need one more week to talk intelligibly about it. So give me your email.
Yeah. Give your information for free and trust that Wendy will use it wisely.
I promise.
She will.
Luckily, she will.
Only lucky things will happen.
Luck will follow you. All right. Have a fantastic week, and we will see you next time. Bye now.
Bye.
All right. Good stuff. Brian, we are at the point of the show where we have to mention a couple of things. One,
Pinnacle. Yes.
Pinnacle. It is the pinnacle of this show. We're going to play an old man voice mashup thing that Jamie did.
Okay. All right.
Gotcha.
I know where it's coming. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Old man voices.
Us doing old man voices. We'll see if it's as entertaining as it sounds. These are some old ones, so this is a bit of a throwback. And at least
old man voices.
Yeah. Based on the initial clip, it sounds like it's at least 6 years old. But
oh God. Okay.
Let's find out.
50-year-old podcasters.
Holy shit, no one does that.
Look at what Jason Bieber did today.
Jason Bieber. I love that Jason Bieber.
When he was young, he was such a troublemaker. Who would have ever thought he'd grow up to be Prime Minister of Canada?
Right.
Yeah, that was about the time I was getting sick of podcasting, and he came back.
I was so good looking when I was younger.
You know, Ed Bancroft?
Yeah.
I hit that.
Oh, did you know?
Paul Newman was a butthole. Damn it, you piece of bird shit bastard. Look at him. He's just looking at me in the front window. Government's not going to help me. I can see him. I'm going to lose all my money unless I turn it into gold. I'm never going to get this catheter tube inserted without some lubricant. What do I do? No. Okay, now what? We've seen every film ever made. My biggest complaint about this film was that it was too loud. I didn't understand any of it. I had to pee 8 times during this. Back in my day, I had my own nipples. Now I'm getting them from a machine. That makes no sense to me. Where are my pills? It's too loud. I started watching that Straight Outta Compton. It was too loud for me. My hearing's bad as it is. An ice cube is kind of a dick. This internet thing's not going to last. They're going to come crawling back, and what's the first letter they're going to look for? AMC is what they're going to look for. I don't know what this Better Call Saul is, but it's making us money. So keep making whatever that is. Wait a minute, that's Lenny from Laverne and Shirley. What's he doing on here? Why is he afraid of outside?
Why not just pull down to your bears and knuckle it up, you know?
Like, do they need to get naked?
Well, you know, just shirts off.
Good old-fashioned
what kind of, I mean, listen, I know that you guys out in the Mountain West have your own frontier spirit, but I didn't know everybody had to get balls naked.
There's only one way we can solve this.
Well, we did that a lot more than I remember doing that.
No kidding. Wow.
Jeez Louises. Yeah. That was a throwback. Well, thank you, Jamie, for that. I held it till Brian got here. I
appreciate that.
Yeah,
thank you.
It was meant for earlier in the week, but it's no fun hearing that on my own.
No.
So anyway, thank you so much for that, Jamie. We love these things. Keep those coming. A quick note, a Coverville not today, but...
there will be a Coverville not today.
Not today.
Not today, Satan. Nope. But there will be a Guess the Connection tomorrow after TMS Friday. And a Daily Music Headlines will before TMS Friday.
That's right. So you patrons be here for TMS Friday, as Brian mentioned, 9 a.m. Mountain Time. It'll be live. I'll put a post up on the Patreon tonight, so you guys will have access to it. Looking forward to that. You know what's so annoying? Patreon's got this live stream feature, and they're rolling it out slowly. It's not everyone has it. Mm-hmm. I have it on 2 shows that don't ever need live streaming.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
And I don't have it on any of the ones where I do.
You'd think it would be here. Yeah, like it would make sense. Why isn't it available across the board?
I sent an email today just saying, hey, I meant to ask you this a while ago, but is there any chance I could get that rolled out to the 2 shows where that would matter? Being this one, and I can't remember the other one. Maybe it was Play Retro. But it's like, especially this TMS. We have a Friday
this would be
thing.
We have a thing that is dedicated to patrons being able to watch it live.
Yeah,
yes,
it's really annoying. But anyway, I guess it's coming to everybody eventually, and I just am tired of waiting.
We just wanted it sooner.
Yeah, it annoys me.
Understandable. Why can't we have it sooner?
Core will be today though, 1 p.m.
Cool.
Yeah, so watch for that. It'll be a nice meaty hunk of your gaming business for the week. So check that out. That's Core. And let's see, Film Sack this weekend, Superman 3. Brian already watched it.
Yeah.
That's
I just have one comment to say, but I almost feel like I don't want to say it. I want to save it for Film Sack, but it's, yeah.
Yeah. My favorite thing about it is you can say it's the prior Superman, and people say, you mean Henry Cavill? No, different spelling of prior.
Prior with a Y.
Yeah,
yes,
whole different prior. Anyway,
yes.
Superman 3 this weekend, Film Sack. Check it out at filmsack.com. Very excited about that, and the whole group will be here, so it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Frogpants.com/TMS for everything else. All of those changes I hinted that are coming, don't worry, those will smack you right in the face on Monday, but also I will send out some information prior to then about what we're actually doing. For the most of you, it's not going to make any difference. Live people, you'll still be here. Everybody listen at home, you'll still get your content. All your guest hosts will be here. Everything's happening. There's just some changes. Johnson pull.
Yeah.
Johnson pull.
Yeah. Well, listen to that Johnson getting pulled.
I can't believe I went. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, you did.
I have regrets. I regret it.
Audio listeners, you kind of lucked out there. You dodged a bullet.
Yeah, you know what? The first time you don't have a visual for the thing we're describing, it's good for you that you didn't see it. Anyway, we're going to take our leave. Brian, let's play a song on our way out of here.
Yes. This one is going out to Dr. Nikki, who says, "Hi, Sacre and Bleu. July 27th is my 32nd birthday. I'll be celebrating with my family in France, eating dinner at a really long table in the garden like in the movies, so I may not hear this right away. Anywho, want to play something French-related? No ska, no reggae. Thanks for all the silliness you bring to us all. I can't wait to see you in SLC and lead what will probably be the best nature walk yet. Please butcher the following. Par contre, jamais votre mission.
I'm glad Brian did it because I can't do those.
I don't think I got maybe one word right there. Hugs and weird cheek kisses from Dr. Nikki.
You don't look a day over 25.
So true. So true.
Yep.
So Dr. Nikki, man, another fun discovery from America's Next Top Podcaster, by the way.
She's the best. Yeah.
Just become staples.
No offense to all you Seans and everybody else, but I think
All
Dr.
you
Nikki's
Seans.
kind of the best. She's the best.
That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, she says pick something French. Well, okay. How about this is an album from a French artist named Le Ciner. The album is called Cinérisme. I don't know. French garage rock of 1967. But the album came out in 2012. Here is Le Ciner and the cover of the Beatles' Penny Lane.
Hello, I'm a tailor, and your pant size is frog. You're always welcome at frogpants.com.
Where is Harvey Dent?